Today I have two excellent European sports sedans here. We've got the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio and the BMW M3 competition pack. Both of these cars utilize a very similar recipe. They're forced induction 6-cylinders, rear-wheel drive only, and both are equipped with automatic transmissions. They occupy a space in the segment of compact luxury sports sedan that emphasizes the driver enjoyment and driving dynamics a little bit more than something a step up like a M5 or E63, which is a little more luxury focused. They're heavier and bigger. So these are a lot of fun. They've been around, the M3 has been around for many generations. Alfa Romeo is new to the segment. So today what we're going to do is we've got both the owners here. My friend John owns the M3, Mobeen has the Alfa Romeo, and we're going to do a direct ownership comparison between the two. They both have these cars as daily drivers, they're familiar with them. We're going to have them swap cars, drive each other's ones. I don't know if we're going to be able to figure out like which one is better per se, because they each have their own strengths and weaknesses, but I definitely am certain we're going to find something cool about them. So let's take them out and see what happens. There you go. Keep going. Do that again. Oh, that is way better than it was earlier.
Yeah, you gotta let it warm up.
Oh, it sounded like crap at first. I thought it was...
Warming that up, that sounds...
That actually sounds really good now, yeah.
Let it warm up.
Okay, John. It sounds good when it warms up. Dude, that sounds good. All right, now let's let Alpha try. Yeah. So what do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
It's different. This one, you get like that crack, you know? The other one, you get the burbles and pops on overrun.
Under load, this thing sounds really, really good too.
That sounds really nice.
But when you've like driven by me on the road and stuff, this thing sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But that, yeah, I'm impressed. The M3 does sound a lot better when you warm it up.
I know.
And,
You gotta let it warm.
okay.
You got the three different stages.
I'm like, let it warm. And he's like, turn it off, turn it off.
I want to hear the Alpha.
I want it to sound bad. Turn it off.
So they both still sound good. Not quite as good as like the old V8 M3s
No.
did with exhaust, but still pretty good for a forced induction 6-cylinder.
Yeah. Okay. All right. First impression. Sounds good.
It does sound good.
I like the way it sounds. I don't have any complaints about that. Torque converter. Okay. Not quite as crisp as DCT, but not bad. And about as stiff as the M3.
So now I just put it. I hit the dampeners, so it should soften up now.
All right. So before was the damper in sport mode?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is this comfort now?
Yeah.
All right.
But you're still in full race mode for the drivetrain, right?
Right.
That's the only thing. Like I know in the BMW that I think even the M6 or Zephyr's M6,
Yeah.
where you can customize your entire driver profile.
Right.
With this one, you really can't. With the race, everything is off. Like
So you can't independently leave
You
like
can't.
like transmission in a certain mode and leave ESC in a different mode.
Right.
Okay.
that's the only downfall. Because the valves open up a lot quicker and it sounds a lot nicer in race mode,
awesome.
but you also are giving up, stability control and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay. So you can't leave it on.
You can't.
All right. On the BMW, everything is customizable.
Yeah.
So I do like that. You can have your engine in Sport Plus, but you can leave everything on. Or there's something called an MDM, the M dynamic mode, which is nice.
Does the M3 not have independent damper settings?
It does.
Oh, okay, it does.
But honestly, even
All these things ride so hard.
yeah, even sport
You don't want to go
mode.
on the freeway?
Oh, sure. Let's check it out. Let's see how it goes. Okay, alright, yeah, it is a torque converter. One thing I'll say that when you don't lift on the M3 and you have it in the most aggressive transmission setting, it does bang you around just a little bit, almost like a single clutch. This one's a little smoother. There's less drama.
Surprised John hasn't commented on the paddle shifter either. That's like my favorite thing in this car.
I do love the paddle shift.
Or the
Giant
brakes.
pedals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if he has the brakes yet.
Well, let's see.
That was the biggest thing that I had a problem with, or adjusting to, was the brakes.
Okay, I love the paddle shifters. It's I always think they should be column mounted and don't move with the steering wheel. And for whatever reason, the Germans do not do that. Only the Italians do. This is the way it should be. I noticed that when I was driving a 450 A2, I was like, yes, this is the way paddle shifters should be.
The gigantic paddle shifters.
Yes,
Yeah.
column mounted and do not move. And these are, you can obviously tell they're aluminum. It's kind of it's not cold, but it's a cooler day, and you can feel that they're, temperature-wise, they're kind of cool. All right, how many gears do we have? 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow, 8, okay.
It's a ZF 8-speed,
Okay,
I
so,
think. Pretty
Yeah.
certain.
yeah, okay, all right.
Anything you dislike about it so far?
Anything I dislike about it so far? No, actually, I like everything about it. I like the sound. The interior quality looks really good. I like this stitch panel up here. I like the steering wheel. It's a really, people probably can't see it, but it's like a really little best of everything here. You know, you got a little Alcantara up top with the red stitching. You got leather on the side, and then carbon fiber down here. And yeah, it feels very nice in the hand.
So I had the option of getting it without the wheel, without that steering wheel.
Yeah.
No steering wheel at all?
No.
No steering wheel at all. Yeah. You just,
without the carbon and it was just a regular steering wheel. If I wanted the car before, but I really wanted that steering wheel.
okay.
Is it an expensive steering wheel option?
I don't think it was that expensive.
Okay.
All right. So what do we not like about the brakes? They feel kind of normal so far.
Really?
Takes a little more effort than the M3. That's what I noticed. But
What we need to have you do is try to come to a stop at a stop sign or a red light.
Yeah.
That's when it's really hard to modulate and like be smooth.
okay. All
The
right.
brake by wire is really weird.
So it is brake by wire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was, I think, by far the most annoying thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
But now I'm used to it. But if you're driving another car for a long period of time and then you hop in this,
Right.
you just touch it and it just slams on the brake.
Okay.
So it's a little touchy.
Let's try it.
Does this feel faster or slower than the M3 or about the same to you?
Honestly, it feels a little bit slower.
Really?
Yeah. Just when you're, well, you know, like because I was, back there when I closed the distance with that semi.
Yeah.
I was, I downshift. I hit a couple of downshifts, and I kept the engine around, 5,500 or so, and I floored it. And just the way the surge didn't feel as fast as the M3, the way it surged forward.
Because horsepower rating wise, this is higher than the M3.
Yeah, I think
the
it
M3 is horrendously underrated.
Right.
What is that at?
444 is what they
Oh, wow.
claim.
They say 444, but even without compact, they're dynoing them, kind of like round.
420B or something.
Yeah,
like that.
fortunately, something at the wheel. So yeah, it's and that could be it too. It could be the drama of the M3 not being able to put the power down as well.
Spinning like a maniac.
Yeah, maybe that sense of danger makes you feel like you're going faster than it is. I don't know, but
That's an interesting way to put it.
yeah,
The car feels faster because it's more scary.
it is more scary.
Yeah.
I was with you when you took the car home for the Range Rover delivery, and
Well, that was a fun slide.
and you lit that back end up pretty good.
Well, I put it in full MDM and just the car that was a full 45-degree drift.
Were you in MDM or everything
I was in
off?
MDM.
If you're in M2 mode,
Yes, I was in M2, full M2.
or if you were in my M2 mode is everything off.
Oh,
That's-
is it?
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
MDM.
okay.
It's
Well,
there you go.
wasn't all right then.
everything off.
That's why it went so sideways so much.
Yes.
It was fun though. Initial impressions, you think M3 feels a little bit faster, but you're impressed with the quality and everything in the car.
Yeah, the M3 feels just a little bit faster, a little bit more drama. This feels a little
Safe.
more composed. Yeah.
What about the interior?
The The interior, I would say this is better.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But having said that, I didn't get the full leather pack on the M3.
Oh, really? I didn't know there was another option.
Yeah,
I
so
thought that car was fully loaded.
Well, yeah, except for the full leather pack, which I didn't really opt for. But I think $3,000 more worth of leather, it would be.
What does that give you?
So like this right here, you know, on mine it's all vinyl. It's not like leather.
Oh.
But this actually, so I don't have this like nice stitching. I have this kind of like this stuff down here.
Okay.
That's up here.
You'd think in like how much was your car? 80?
89 plus.
How much was this car? Well,
80.
80?
80.
You'd think for that you'd get leather dashboards.
You would think.
Man, these things are getting expensive. Like,
But he has
Yeah.
the carbon
ceramics.
ceramics,
yes.
and then you got the bucket seats too.
Yeah.
the company
Yes.
comes with those. This doesn't have the carbon buckets and the Alphas are straight painful.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with
All
that.
right, let's see if we can modulate this now. I think I'm modulating it pretty well. Let's see. Well, we'll see what happens. If it gets all herky-jerky.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know what I'm doing.
So you stay in this one, and then just
We'll take a left and get back.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Do you feel?
The
Yes.
brakes feel weird to you.
It does feel a little weird, yeah. There's almost like a little dead space up top, you know, where I'm just kind of like on the M3 where you get on it and, you know, the brakes kind of activate right away and you can feel it out. There's a little bit of dead space. The first half inch or so, you're pressing on it, you feel the resistance in your foot, but the car's not stopping.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing anything.
But then it'll stop.
Then it'll stop,
Then it'll
yeah.
just stop.
Yeah, so it's not like a progressive.
Yeah.
It's not like a progressive thing. It's just like an on-off switch. Maybe I'm not dialing the seats in more aggressive enough, but these seats, I can move around a little more freely in these seats, whereas the M3 buckets really hug you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite the fair comparison because you can get the carbon race buckets in these, and those are
Those are
aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be more towards the M3 style.
And my rear passenger can't punch me in the kidneys. That's good.
That is true.
I do like that. I like that part.
I'm actually kind of decently comfortable sitting back here. I'm surprised.
Are you? I think you have more room in the M3 though. The M3 is surprisingly roomy in the back seat.
M3 is the size of an M5 from a couple years ago.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
It's huge. So what's your favorite, if you had to summarize the favorite part of your car, of this car so far, what do you think?
For me.
Yes.
Paddles.
Paddles?
Love the paddles. Aluminum, big, mounted to the columns.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
You still prefer the powertrain in your car?
I think I do, yeah.
Okay. Because I personally I prefer the V6 in this car.
So we're in race mode. This is
Yeah.
as much sound as you're gonna hear, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
It sounds a little better in the M3.
Well, the M3 gets it piped through the speakers. I don't know if this one does.
Yeah, okay, so it's cheating a little bit.
Yeah, BMW likes to cheat that way.
But, okay, but through cheating, it sounds better.
What about styling-wise? What do you think? Do you like the way yours looks? Do you like the Alfa more?
Oh, that's a tough one. Now, the Alfa looks great, but I think I like the M3 a little more.
Okay.
The M3 looks a little more aggressive. This is a little bit more bubbly.
I like the M3 overall,
Mm-hmm.
but I like the back rear end of
Oh,
this.
dude, the diffuser on this
Yeah.
car is insane with the slightly
yeah.
angled exhaust tips.
Yeah, the back end looks really
I don't
good.
really like the front end on this.
But you've got the little retractable splitter too.
Still, I mean,
Cool.
I like the M3. I really like, I was telling John before, like I really like those wheels though on the competition package.
Yeah, the 666M
Yeah.
wheels. Those
That look like they're a pain to clean.
Yeah, well, unless you have carbon ceramics, and
Oh, that's
it's easy.
true.
Yeah.
Other thing I do want to talk about, well, Bean drives this thing in the winter. You haven't driven the M3 in the winter, right?
No, I do not.
You put winter tires on this
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, so how
Yeah.
was that in the winter?
Surprisingly, all right.
Okay.
You know, just because, I mean, I had winter tires on and stuff like that, but the only issue that I had was if there was quite a bit of snow, I couldn't really drive it because the front end would be hitting the snow.
You just become a snow plow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. So
Yeah,
that
your
was
front
the only,
splitter just becomes a plow.
Yeah, that was the only issue. But besides that, I mean, I drove it everywhere.
Okay. And John here has like 12 different cars, so he doesn't need to drive his
Well, I don't have
winter.
12 different
I
cars.
mean, we're not all on a big baller Eddie.
No.
No.
new car every day.
And then if you don't have a car to drive, you just go rent another one randomly for fun.
Yeah, like usually a Mercedes. Like
yeah, just randomly. I have a GLS this week. I'm like, why?
At least he rents them. You go and buy them.
I don't buy anything.
I have a C-Class. Oh yeah. Eddie, tell everyone how you didn't want to be in my C-Class because it wasn't baller enough for you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I don't have any idea.
Pull
what
up the
you're
chat.
using.
All right.
Trying to chauffeur this guy around the C-Class. He's like, what? Where's the AMG? Where's the Maybach?
Is the C-Class Maybach? Yeah.
No, there's no C-Class Maybach. But where's the Maybach?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did the C-Class Maybach in China. They do long wheelbases and everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be at least an E, right? You can't do a C-Class Maybach.
All right, back to the Alfa then. So as an M3 owner,
yeah,
would you buy one of these? That's the big question.
No, because the brake is a deal breaker for me.
That's a deal breaker for you?
Yes, the brake is a deal breaker. It's just really unsettling. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. I mean, I had no choice. I already put down a deposit.
Yeah.
And I never drove. I didn't drive one.
Oh, you bought this without driving a single Giulia?
Without even looking at one.
See, that is baller status. Buying a $90,000 Alfa Romeo without even driving it. You're crazy.
Now, see, it's not too bad when you're trying to rein it in from, we're going 70 naturally. We're going 70. It's trying to rein it in from 70. It's not bad. Like, you tap on it, I don't feel as much of a dead spot there, but just at lower speeds, though, if you're going 25 or 30 and you're trying to rein the car to a stop, it's just very disconcerting because when you feel the pedal engage, there's no actual stoppage in the car.
All right, we're done with the Alfa Romeo now, so we're gonna hop in the M3 now. Mobeen will drive the M3, John will ride along, I'll hop in the back seat again, and let's talk about that car.
All right.